overall, just talk about what it's like to be here in Kansas City for the first Big 12 Media Days.
Oh, it's been a great experience. A lot of excitement. Busy day. But we're just excited for this opportunity. Excited to be a part of this conference, and just can't wait to get started.
You played at Seton Hall in the Big East. That kind of bruised it up a little bit. I mean, does that help you going into this league?
Oh, absolutely. I think just having that experience for sure, and just the levels of competition in any conference really. But yes, especially in the Big East for sure. We played UConn, DePaul, Marquette, a bunch of great teams. So being in this conference, it definitely has helped me prepare for who we're gonna play.
You mentioned you playing in the Big East versus Marquette. Did you ever play against Mya, who's now a current teammate of you?
No, I did not play against her. I think she was either hurt or something like that, maybe. So I didn't get to play against her, but it's cool playing with her now, though.
All right, you did about everything last year. I asked Coach, can you get better? And she said you could. So she said something about an outside shot you're working on now.
Yes, sir. I've just been trying to work on extending my game, allowing myself to just be whatever my team needs me to be, so whatever that might look like.
Mom give you some pointers on the outside shot? Because she likes every shot.
She does like every shot. She's never met a shot she didn't like, but yeah.
Braylon, just talk about what have been some of the biggest focuses this offseason as you take this step into your junior season.
Yeah, one of my biggest focuses is just expanding my game, expanding my leadership, taking upon that role of being an upperclassman now and having to do things a little differently now because I'm in a different position, and just doing whatever my team needs me to do in order to compete and win and play hard.
Walk us through what this transition has been like for you guys, obviously with Coach Trina, and just what your guys' relationship is like with her.
Yeah, so at least for me, I can't speak for them, but for me the transition has been really smooth. I had made a commitment to stay here for 2 years, and so when you transition with coaching staff, you never know. But when they came in, and Coach Trina, she's very team-oriented, family-oriented. She really cares about us as people, more so than players. And so just her leadership, her work ethic, her determination, it just reminds me of myself as well. And so there was no better choice than to stay here at Cincinnati, for sure.
Yeah, just to go off what Mya was saying, Trina and her staff are just incredible coaches, but also people, and that really attracts me to stay. Cincinnati's my home first, and obviously I wanted to stay in the city, but just hearing her talk and her passion for the game, and her being in our shoes before, wearing the same uniform, just really made me want to stay.
And they said it best. They are so caring, the whole coaching staff. Not only do they make us better players, but people off the court as well. I feel like going into the season, we'll be prepared for everybody ahead of us, and then outside of basketball, just being prepared for life as well. So I'm really appreciative of this coaching staff.
Just talk about everything else going on in this program. Obviously, Mya, you said you went to coach as well. Just talk about what you were able to learn from Coach Merriweather and as well as your former coaches in the past as you make that transition following your playing career.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think for me, a lot of it has been just seeing how different people coach. So for example, some coaches are more hands-on. Some people, like to have their assistant coaches take care of it, and some really just focus on developing you as a person and a player. And so for me, I think just being able to get to know people personally off the court, just have that leadership style, and just really trying to not only be about X's and O's. I think that's just so important, and so that's the kind of coach that I want to be, and just hardworking, determined, and just doing anything to help the organization and the university win. So.
How did your family help you get competitive? You have all brothers, they're all pretty good, and the two younger ones are 2 times taller than the last time I saw them, and Dad played in the NFL, Mom did everything. You're kind of born in a winner, aren't you?
Yes, I feel like my parents have definitely just set me up in the best way possible. They definitely have that competitor in them, which has now transpired into me. Everything in our household is a competition, but a healthy competition, and I think that definitely transpires onto the court and my will and want to win. So I'm extremely grateful for it.
Y'all have the Nike Jordan shoes on. How big was that to get that deal? Does that matter a lot to you?
Obviously, it is very nice to be wearing Jordan and rep Jordan, especially our first year going into the Big 12. So it's just, you see us a lot of exciting things going on.
You guys big Jordan fans, or did it matter?
I mean, I'm a huge Jordan fan, but I mean that's also like a great perk to have, and like she said, like we're just so excited to be here and just bring this into a new conference.
Me as well. I love Jordan, so I'm excited.
Jillian, you really emphasized on what this city and this community has been to you. Just talk about what this summer has been like. Obviously, the decision to stay home. You and Jackson opened up that new court down there and over the Rhine. Just talk about this community a little bit more and what it does mean to you.
Cincinnati means the world to us. Being raised here, it's why I am who I am and how my family is where we are. The city has given us so much, and whatever we can do to give back is extremely important to us. Cincinnati will forever and always be home.
I look forward to Sunday. There's an event and people can come out, and I don't know how much basketball will be involved, but people can hang around and watch, right?
Yes,
For sure.
it's an open practice.
Okay.
Hey, WNBA Finals is here. Who do y'all have winning?
The Las Vegas Aces.
Yes. Agreed. I'm going with the Aces.
Yeah, I'm going with the Got to.
You guys emphasized on the Fan Fest on Sunday. How important is it to have that like open practice fan activity as you guys are just 3 weeks away from the home opener versus Louisville?
I think it's quite important to bring our crowd in, get them engaged before we even start games. The support from Cincinnati has been amazing so far. Going into the Big 12, it's important that we have a good, crowd for us to support us. And I'm excited. I hope the fans are excited. And I'm ready to meet and greet everybody and allow them to see a little bit of something that we'll bring this year to the table in the Big 12.
Did you guys get to eat ribs while you were here? It's kind of in and out.
No, we did not.
Not
We
yet.
did not.
I
Not
did.
yet. Maybe at the end of the trip we will. Maybe
Yeah, they
after
give you at
today.
least one.
I hope so. I hope so.
Right, yeah.
And since we're talking about food, describe that Cincinnati Skyline hot dog. How was that?
Go ahead, Jill.
Hometown.
Skyline chili is basically like you can either get it on noodles or like you can get it on conies, like hot dogs and buns. And it's just like the chili and onions and the cheese on top.
So the chili and onion make it pop. What you saying?
I like the cheese a lot.
Cheese, okay.
I like extra cheese on top.
And then you add a little bit of ketchup and mustard.
I don't do that.
I don't do that either. I don't do that.
I don't do
Got to
that.
add a little bit of ketchup and mustard, and you'll be good to go.
You put ketchup and mustard on your coney.
I do.
Onions too?
That's just her.
And
She's speaking for herself.
Now, ketchup and mustard, I understand, but I ain't the onions. I ain't about to do that. I'm with you on that.
Overall, what has been your guys' biggest takeaway from this trip here in Kansas City in just this short time you guys have been here?
Well, that's a great question. I think our biggest takeaway is that the support of the Big 12 and women's basketball is huge. And it's crazy because, you don't see that in every single conference. So just to have that exposure and like that support from everyone around the conference, around Cincinnati, it's just an honor, and we're just excited to be here for sure.
Yeah, I say the same thing. You can tell how much the Big 12 embraces women's sports in general, but also women's basketball, and how much they support us. And being an athlete, being a woman who's an athlete, that means the world to us. And it's important for us to be able to get on that stage and really represent with all that stuff.
And I agree with both of what they said. It's just a great opportunity to be here. It's fun. Everything's cool. And I feel appreciated, and I thank the Big 12 for that, and everyone around here for coming out, and you guys, of course, for asking us questions and being interested, and just showing us the attention that we always need.
Awesome. So we talk about this transition into the Big 12. What's the best venue or the venue you guys are most excited to visit throughout this season?
I would either say Texas or Iowa State. I know that the competition is going to be great anywhere that we play, but I just have heard and seen that those two venues, their crowds are tremendous, and the coaching staff and the players are really invested in what they're doing. And so just the opportunity to compete and just be determined to do our best and to make a positive impact at both of those places would be great for us.
For me, I would also say Texas and Iowa State for different reasons. My whole family's in Iowa, my mom's side, so this is gonna be my first time being able to play in front of them. So I'm excited for that. And then Texas because my brother used to play there, playing on the same court as him was pretty cool.
And I agree. I've heard that Iowa State has a big crowd. And Texas as well. They're a good team, solid. So I think that all the hype around both of those teams will definitely bring us some hype as well.
Awesome. Now just talk about the chemistry with this team. Obviously, 7 returners from the season ago. 3 of you guys are sitting here. 8 newcomers. Just talk about the chemistry in that locker room a little bit.
I feel like the returners, we were all really close, really solid, and when the newcomers came in, we really embraced them, and they really latched on to that. And I think we're really a tight-knit group, and I think it shows on the court, and just the chemistry, and how well we get along on and off the court.
Awesome. So Coach mentioned a lot of rebounding the ball and all that kind of aspect. Who has stood out alongside you 3 here in that rebounding role for this Bearcats team?
I would say our transfer from Penn State, her name is Aisha Dia. She's a very, very aggressive rebounder. She's been doing really well for us in that. And then also Malaya Williams from last year. She's been doing a great job as well. They're both tall, lanky, and just really give just tremendous effort every single day. I would say those 2 for sure.
And I also mentioned our freshman Brianna Byers. She's really coming into her role and grabbing those strong rebounds, and I credit her for it every day. But yeah, I really do give her that credit for as a freshman coming in and grabbing those rebounds for us.
Awesome. My final question for you guys is, what's your message to the Bearcats fans ahead of the home opener in just 3 short weeks?
I would say so far, thank you for all of the support that you've given us so far. We have big things coming, so stay tuned, and thank you for everything that you've done for us.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
Thank you.